These are shipped directly from suppliers to the destination country, while others come from local warehouses and UNICEF regional and country offices. Bulk deliveries are mainly transported by sea, except for vaccines and most emergency shipments, which are sent.
Wolf dog would have pissed on the fuse,
Vaccines
the TNT fuse.
are not stored in the warehouse. They're delivered directly from manufacturers to the destination country. The warehouse is divided into 3 sections: the area where goods are received and dispatched, the kit packing lines, and the high bay. In the goods receiving and dispatch section, goods are brought via robot cranes, conveyors, and a monorail, all automated. The goods arrive with barcodes and are scanned into the system with handheld scanners. The computer records exactly what is on a pallet for the duration of its time in the warehouse. For instance, we have 5,000 packs of amoxicillin antibiotic tablets, their manufacturing date, batch number, expiry date, and more information.
Amoxicillin doesn't work. You have to use Coflexin, fucking dick.
Every delivery is quality controlled.
Amoxicillin hasn't worked since the early 2000s, bro.
At the specifications.
These big orange and black fucking capsules.
Our dispatch of goods.
Yeah, I've had respiratory infections before. Kind of goes along with sickle cell, don't it?
The kit packing lines are staffed by highly trained and experienced warehouse operators.
They've got a monorail.
In this section, we have feeding stations where staff pack small items. We also have 2 main packing lines.
Feeder stations, not feeder. Feeding stations where animals
are lined up. A range of tools make the warehouse staff's work easier and more efficient, including vacuum lifts, palletizer robots,
vacuum lifts. I mean pneumatic lifts?
The monorail is at the backbone of the operation, moving pallets in and out of storage and on and off the entire system in a T-shaped loop. Directed by a computer, the monorail picks up a certain pallet and delivers it to another location.
The last word of the title is tomatoes. Mars tomatoes.
This is the fully automated high bay storage area. It is 24 meters high, 60 meters wide, and 150 meters long. It has more space than the largest French cathedral and is 3 times as large as the Royal Albert Hall in London. The high bay can store up to 36,000 pallets of supplies and is serviced by 8 robot cranes to deliver and retrieve these pallets.
You'd be surprised how much work they could
pull
off in a warehouse.
logs to ensure the right temperature throughout the year. Humans are not allowed in here. Movement is completely controlled by a computer. The system ensures.
Right, so the only people that can steal anything are the fucking child molester types that keep stealing cars.
In case there's an emergency, or if a crane breaks down. The system also ensures rotation of items on a first in, first out, or first expiry date, first out basis. UNICEF is a key player in the new Global ACT Accelerator, making COVID-19 diagnostics, therapeutics, and vaccines available to everybody who needs them as quickly as possible. UNICEF is procuring and pre-positioning WHO pre-qualified or disabled syringes, making it possible to vaccinate people in low and lower middle-income countries when a vaccine becomes available. Syringes and safety boxes used for their disposal are being pre-positioned.
We have some boxes. We have a couple of boxes to put the used needles in. Wow,
thank you for taking this quick tour of our state-of-the-art.
Here's the UN trying to convince the ignorant masses of all the good work they do.
We continue to work
all the people who know better are too busy watching Netflix to know how this piece of shit's doing this. Look at how much good work I'm doing. I hate you fucking people. I hate you fucking people that do that. Look at all the good work I'm doing. I deserve something for this. You couldn't do this without me.
The World Bank have been working together
twice as much done. I get your ass out the way, even if I go to jail for doing it. I get more done in the next 15 years that I'll be in there than the 25 leaving
Why is it important?
You people are fucking useless. You're the opposite of
most
useful.
important assets
You're
we
fucking
have.
opposite of useful.
The health, the skills, the knowledge, the innovation
exist in this world.
is 2/3 of the wealth.
We have a
of
monorail.
our planet.
That's good. Can you install a monorail somewhere
Rich
so poor people
countries
go get water and
share
come back
from the
every day?
capital.
No? Oh, we don't do that.
In poor countries, it is lower.
Let's see all shit.
For a development
How much money you get paid every year to run this warehouse?
Invest in
That no one's allowed inside of.
enormous
All this super critical expensive shit, you're not allowed near. Oh,
so we've been talking about a new platform that we've been engaged in called Generation Unlimited. How do you see this unfolding?
Let's go back to the
We are
Trippz generation and see if we can.
In Generation
Everybody loves
Unlimited.
Michael Jackson. They still tell us we love Michael Jackson. I don't know anybody my age or younger that can stand the sound of his voice. Every show that tried, every radio programmer that tried just playing Michael Jackson to us, the listeners are gone. I'm not even fucking joking. That's just one example.
With the objectives of Generation Unlimited. Excellent. Well, $1 billion is an enormous amount of money, but it goes quickly when you realize that there are 1.8 billion young people who need a way to have a good education and good skills. What do young
Good skills, and we're going to determine what they need to know how to do. You yourself, not having found anything worthwhile for you to do useful in the fucking world, you're going to teach other people. You're going to teach the people who you unemployed in this place how to survive.
Energize that change.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like white people are going to teach me how to grow food. I can't think of 1 year in my life I haven't grown food. I can't think of any white person that's ever produced food 1 year farms. I've never seen a farm produce a net flow of food. Even though you get the advantage of being allowed to use tractors, getting grants instead of loans, full loans instead of half loans, or whatever the fuck the case may be, you people cannot feed yourself off the land. You can't. That's why you're always running around the world trying to take over other shit. It's in the history books. It's all over. You cannot say any different, and you know it. Maybe I just rolled two good ones. Whatever. Nothing wrong with this little one. There's one. A little bit more in this one. Put that back. That little piece that went flying. Thank you, United Nations. Nothing on it. Just leave that on in the background like a scanner. No, I hate these people that. Okay, I'll put it to you this way: they get at least $365,000 funding a year for this food center place. I volunteer for 2 months. I'm supposed to get $200. That's the arrangement. I don't get it, but I'm supposed to donate money. They send me emails asking for money.
Me put skin to skin, me put him 1 day 3 to 4
I told
times
these people in 2019, if they ever have to choose between what's here and this place, the daycare and this food center, you're going to see this food center gone. 6 months later, gone. And people think I'm joking when I say these things. I just make it up. I don't know what I'm talking about.
My name is Bigwa. I am a writer, a poet. I am South Sudanese by heritage.
Where do I find a picture of you? Did I just say that? Holy shit.
To the children whose birth water is broken by whizzing of shrapnel, this is our portion. We know war in sunken eyes. We know it in the jabbing hunger pains. We know it in our heavily blistered.
These tomatoes have survived Somalia.
It's called birth water, and it just sort of explores the experience of being Sudanese and what that means, and coming through as refugees, and maybe being quite young and not understanding that, and perhaps not even being told that story.
Kids don't even know the difference.
When I think about it, it's almost like you enter a new chaos. You enter a new war that's quite subtle.
I'll have to smoke that later. Great stem has a second branch. First branch. Like a bank. kill the audio already, Chomo.
When you have the experience of
waiting
being
for the fucking schedule
uprooted
program,
and not really having a sense of being safe and settled,
You guys are fucking retarded, eh?
you
You get
don't,
mad the more videos I make,
you're not
and
quick
you
to
force my
really
hand to make more videos. You guys are
put
fucking
your roots on the
retarded.
ground.
No one's gonna stop calling you
So,
child molesters
I've
because it's
never
where
really
you
felt like
found
I've
the
left the
scripts you're
place, because I don't
using,
think I've
and
ever really felt
everybody
it was
knows
home.
that. You get doxxed every time you do this by the child exploitation squad. You know this. You
The
know this
refugee
from where
experience
you
is very
found the
complex.
code.
It's so
And
different
every
for so many
you're
different
doing
people.
dumb shit you think will hurt
Place,
my
time,
feelings is
gender,
never gonna make a difference.
ability,
No human being
different things
on
like
the
that. They
planet
really
gives a
impact
fuck
people
if
on
child
so many
molesters
different
hate
levels.
them.
Second,
I'm glad
third
they hate
countries that
them.
people go
You
to.
fucking stupid.
People who are,
You're
you know,
fucking
even internally
stupid. You're not
displaced,
just a
people
child
in
molester.
camps.
You're fucking stupid. You're
Those
not
stories
worth
are
the
all
oxygen
relevant,
you
and
consume.
they're
You're
all
not
worthy
worth
of being
feeding,
told.
bro.
They
The
imagine
reason
home
they
is
keep
such
you
a
and us
source.
separated in the
They
jail,
imagine
because you
country
won't
is
eat.
running.
And I'm
We
bad.
now
They
know
won't let me in
refugees
GP either, because you won't eat. And these United Nations people there
To the children whose
have
birthwater is
rules
broken
about
by
that.
whizzing of shrapnel.
International treaties are the reason I'm not
We know
allowed in the same
war in
range as
sunken
you,
eyes.
because you
We know
won't
it in the
eat. You know what
jabbing
the worst way to
hunger
die is probably
We know it
starvation.
in our heavily
The
blistered
longest,
feet.
probably most painful, probably.
Home is living between two tectonic plates. Deep orange skies that invite birds that squat, scratch,
Every
and
time you
scavenge.
bombard my router,
Blood
you're getting
has
doxxed,
made it to the
stupid.
groundwater.
What are you, the
We
new
know the
idiot? There's
reeking
a new one
smell
every
of
day.
almost entirely
You
well.
were cruising a
We
child
cannot
porn
hold
fucking
it to our
message
cracked
board. You
lips.
found some scripts
So we
to
bite
use. That's your
down on our
message. You
children
didn't get any follow-up
and our
messages from
siblings.
anybody that did the same
There is
thing,
time
did
to
you?
perish, but there is no
We
time
can
to
tell
mourn.
who's getting locked out of the
There
fucking
is time to
system
rot,
and who's
but
got
there is
what
no
scripts
time
left
to
to play
bury.
with.
Home is
Because this has been going on for 6 months.
Home is crouched face down on cement pavement.
You're
What
gonna
is
keep it
sanctum
up.
on
You're
unceded
gonna
land?
keep bombarding it.
We
Okay.
say
But
we
you're spreading yourself
have
thin. You're trying to
survived.
get every device
And
in
in
my
chaos
network
embraces us softly.
and stop my
quietly.
internet access in and out.
The dead now do not motivate our fathers to get up from under the trees. They pour another cup. This is a bottomless tea. The dead now do not motivate our mothers to teach us some substance. Our black skin hangs loose. Lather it with oil to keep it from running. Fear punches holes in the future. Fear cannot mend them. It siphons the chaos for later. Home always comes late to it all. Later always comes so soon. We cannot swing across oceans with these mangled roots. When war breaks, we run. We will not carry our language. War is raging behind clenched teeth. To fathers that sleep with guns in their hands but will never hold their children. Legacy does not fill the gaps. You've turned our names to weights that crush our backs. You've turned our names into sinking sand. What are hunger pains to torn limbs?
So what about South Sudan was set out for child molester? They don't want you to hear about it. It's one of the most sexually violent places in the world right now.
We say home is so far.
What's the matter, Chomo? You got nothing to fucking say? You're not going to interact and let me know you're still here? I know you're still watching, dumbass. You're obsessed with us. We don't give a fuck about you. And you're obsessed.
They imagine country is running.
Go read, you have to go back 200. This is your own fault. You have to go back about 300 videos to find the chat messages your dumbass friends left. It's your own fault. You interfere with every fucking video over and over and over. I get 10 minutes in some days. I do 30 in a row some days because you're doing this. Bitch. But you want me to stop, little buddy. Buddy, if you'd stop doing that, there'd be 1 2-hour video and I'd be gone.
In fact, I do Zoom class. I have 4 Zoom classes every week.
Your fault.
I like them because I get to see my friends during lockdown.
And this is where we get to hear how the United Nations funded school is the best place in the world. And the kids have to bring money for the teacher and food. And if you have a blowjob to get the rice rations, yes they do. That's why we don't like blue helmets.
because I'm just learning how to read.
Canadian
I do my capoeira classes by Zoom, and my teacher tells me what to do on the computer.
It's gonna take a lot to change that because you're a bunch of fucking child molesters. If you were caught, you got fucking punished.
My dad draw all the maps.
As far as that ever goes. Do some map, pussy. Do some. Change the track or change the station like you can't do that. You don't have that script handy.
We go into this cave.
Born pussy ass shit. At this point in the conversation, pussies like you get shot up for not even speaking. You're that much of a fucking disgrace to humanity. You think I'm fucking playing? 140 cartridges, homeboy. 140. Of a little minor neighborhood beef.
Read a lot of books.
Doors shot clear through on busy fucking residential streets. There's bus lines and fire stations and everything up here. So everything on this fucking street. Broad daylight.
I don't get to see my friends. I don't get to go to school. I don't get to go anywhere that I love. But
right. But you speak perfect United Nations English.
Coronavirus is spreading around the world, and
says.
Also in this country. But when coronavirus...
Nigga, no 6 plus, I met one. And if that shit don't come easy, nigga, I'll take some.
Within seconds. Within seconds. Keep bombarding. Keep it up, pussy. The best way to not look like a child molester to the police would be to keep attacking every anti-sex offender fucking group you can find. You're a genius, dumbass. Keep it up. Use every script you can find, every exploit, because the IT guys are fixing every last one of them, stupid. You could have used these back doors. You could have used these back doors for the next 10 years to harass old people and spy on children, and instead you spent the last 6 months staring at me, threatening me like I'm going to go away somewhere. You fucking done? I don't know if you can hear it. So I'm going to explain everything again. We get harassed a lot by a group of people, essentially just have nothing together in common except their fucking cruising sex offender websites, obviously. They're using what are called exploits, script kiddies, because they copy and paste script and use it. Somebody, and I suspect it's somebody from Anonymous, must have pasted these up in the right kind of fucking message board, and they've been copying them and using them. So over the last 6 months, we've seen every fucking possible thing happen with this computer, and then over the last month or two, has been fading off, like all the little loopholes in the SolarWinds hack. Sort of millions of lines of code in the SolarWinds hack. They say only 4,000 lines got changed. That's 0.4% or less, 0.4 per million, so 0.1%, let's say. If there's millions, multiple millions of code. You don't know anything about what SolarWinds hack is, but it affected every company out there. Oh, yes, it did. Not ours, because we work with who? Somebody that contracts to them or through them or uses one of their services as a backup or something. So these geniuses, cruising whatever website it is that lets them do this, seem to think somehow because they're getting away with doing something like they're like, if I put up a message and someone doesn't immediately delete it, therefore it's like really secret and nobody knows. And every day we get another new idiot that once I go through the whole story, fucks off. And then the next day we get another one. So the mic probably doesn't pick it up. I've got the phone in the corner with the fucking audio running. One of their little tricks is to cut out the audio because for whatever reason, YouTube will keep changing the, you might as well call it a mic indicator, audio indicator. It's not an SPL level indicator really, but it sort of is. It's not a real dB meter, but it serves that function. It hasn't worked in years. It's never worked. It's never worked. They change it, and it still doesn't work. It works 1 out of every 200 videos now. I'm not even joking. It used to be 1 out of every 10 or 20. Now it's 1 out of every 200. So I can hear when the audio cuts out. It's real simple. I see the menu thing going up and down, up, down, up, down. They get mad. It starts happening every second because I'm standing right here looking at the screen, not telling them I can see it. I'm supposed to go, oh, you're not letting me. I don't do none of that. Because the longer you do that, the bigger the chances of you getting doxxed, You get served with a Interpol fucking sex offender warrant. You end up going to The Hague, buddy. You get deported to countries you aren't even from. You think it's funny. You think that you're safe somehow, that people out there that are law-abiding citizens won't look up your name and address on the fucking dark web too. You really think you're a fucking genius. Look what I found, a big piece of cheese. You're fucking stupid. I've been saying for a long time, sex offenders and rapists are stupid. I'm tired of hearing how superior they are. Remember that rhetoric? No, all them motherfuckers got beat to death and they're dead. They'd all be 60 or 70 years old now. That's that generation. All these assholes are about 40, 50 up in there. That's right. People that would have been about 10 or 15 years older than me, approximately. Yeah, some of these idiots remember me and think they're going to get back at me because it's unrequited love. I seduced them or some shit. How many guns got put to your head? You got told to fucking leave and don't get seen down here again. Those blocks were police issue, motherfucker. That's not a fucking joke.
Too young for big match like Happy Meals. Who the best there? Shackle and blood like we don't text there. In the cut, niggas go what? It's like a check staring. Niggas said boy gon' die, but couldn't get near him. Silent sick, got no sound. Like a
Mom's still gonna eat.
I'm a killer. If I drop a POC to spring like killer.
The homeboys you never gonna meet because I see him one night.
When I used to turn myself in with the ounce. If you from the friend that never would be announced. Black and no far when gather when they ran the house. I was
getting externally exposed. I don't give a fuck no more. If everybody knows it shows what it shows. We still party going. We smoke blowing like a drifter. I don't think you understand I'm gonna drifter or something that you cannot get back from your sister. I'm gonna steal it all. I'm gonna let it rain down off the top of this wonder wall with the body stack free throw. I'm not doing nothing people that kill people. I'm gonna burn down your whole city in the steeple.
No 6 plus, I met one. And if that shit don't come easy, nigga, I'll take some. I run the dot. Even when I'm OG. You can keep your little six, nigga. I run the dot. Even when I'm OT, my nigga. I run the dot.
Prove to the world
nothing gon' change, nigga. When I'm
cannot be cured and must be put to death.
Tell every rapper in this motherfucking city that I run the dot.
That's all we're doing here. We're
I run this bitch that track and fill. Race starts like you're not the only one pack and still. Power couple stand on top of the hill that track and chill. Little niggas too young for big match like Happy Meals. Who the best there? Shackle and blood like we don't text there. In the cut, niggas said boy gon' die, but couldn't get me. Sound like a pet hearing. If I drop a POC to train like killer. We was in the East Detention Project Plus, that's out to count. When I used to turn myself in with the ounce. If you from the friend that never would be announced back in 04 when gathered when they ran the house, I was hectic. Nigga that said he was playing checkmate. Bleeding out of range, we used to give you niggas headspace. Run quite over to get you out on the next day. Blood on my hand, yo bitch, that's how I get laid. Fucking with your shorty, get my breeze like the train can't do it like yes we can. We're 6, nigga, we keep 6. We can handle this like man or get some cheese shit. Set tripping niggas,
gonna pull out the bad strategy for everybody in that clan and Rambler. I give a fucking fuck. Rambler from the 50s. You just can't leave it alone.
You can keep your little six, nigga. I run the dot. Even when I'm OT, my nigga. I run the dot. Nothing gon' change, nigga. When I'm under lock. Tell every rapper in this motherfucking city that I run the dot.
They think I'm gonna get
I run this bitch that track and fill. Red starts like you're not the only one pack and still. Power couple stand on top of the hill that track and chill. Little niggas too young for big match like Happy Meals. Who the best there? Shackle and blood like we don't text there. In the cut, niggas go what? It's like a check staring. Niggas said boy gon' die, but couldn't get near him. Silent sick, got no sound, like a pet hearing. I said before I'm a killer.
Whose night are you ruining, stupid? We're not white. You make gang, you stabbing me. Hide me. Every niggas talk about waste of weed. Getting high and then dealing with you is a waste of weed. Stupid. We do it in reverse order, just like we smoke niggas. You don't understand anything of what you're fucking with. You keep calling us informants and rats. You're the ones on the floor. As soon as 2 tips stopped paying, all these assholes on fucking 8 shit in the neighborhood called the cops. Mad that they weren't getting money for tips. They thought if they did it 2 or 3 more times, they'd come out and do something. They must have known what was going on.
I run this bitch that track and field. Race starts like you're not the only one.
As I keep repeating, I don't care if Toronto Police Ice Squad goes through my internet records and finds out whoever's sending these bursts of packets of data, there's your child molestation. That does not exist because the OPP did a 6-month investigation and said it was 10 years. It does not exist.
Keep your little sense, little nigga. I run the dot.
What makes you think we're gonna fucking side with you or whatever the fuck it is you're trying to pull off? You're mad that we won't what? We were never anything to you people.
When I'm under lock, tell every rapper in this motherfucking city that I run the dot. I run this bitch that track and field. Race starts like you're not the only one back and still power couple stand
don't listen. You tell me I'm an informant, so therefore I won't thank you in broad daylight in front of the cops, right? You don't fucking make any sense at all. But how come you all get the same shook look? Hey, CSIS used to send weirdos like you up to us all the time. They were using sex offenders that they caught on the internet. Because CSIS doesn't have any authority to get a warrant or do anything to harass us because one, we go after sex offenders, and 2, we're eco-terrorists. The Mohawk are going to cut down all the trees so the white people can't have them. They're going to poison everything so the white people can't have it. You know what we said to them? Your CSIS handler didn't tell you. I'll just shake you in the goddamn throat, eh? We know the people you sent to us, stupid. I met 3, 4, 5 dozen people 1 year that way. You realize CSIS can't arrest you for anything. So whatever they sent you illegal on your computer, your dumbass didn't even look up the law. You thought you'd come fuck with this white boy who's so fucking stupid. He doesn't know how superior sex offenders are. Right? I got private hospitals send private investigators to come pretend to be the cops. You're not a fucking cop, stupid. Okay. Yeah. Come bother me some more. Come on that car. You're a cop. Come on that car. Come get me. No, you come here. No, I don't have to. You come here, stupid. You're a cop. Do it. See what the fuck happens, pussy. We don't care who the fuck you are. You're working with child molesters. We're not going to fucking help you or cooperate with you in any way. Now, see, a real police officer at least has a badge, uniform. He can call for backup to prove he's a cop.
You can't categorize me. I've seen the game.
Now, here's the deal. These people go to such an extent they will make tips and informants and reports over and over and over about things that cannot apply to me. I'm not required to fill out a census. There's 3 reasons.
Don't kill me. I'm in the IV.
And only one of them is that the long-form census isn't lawful.
I want to make her put my bitch when I see Kylie.
The other 2 is I'm not a Canadian citizen, stupid!
But let me stop at the liquor store. I'm trying to stop at the
Oh, so I get 2 people in black. They're not men. It's 1 man, 1 woman. Because it's the 2000s. It's Canada. I'm walking down the hallway of the building. They're walking up the hallway. Remember us? No. You're a couple crack kids wandering through a crack building. Fuck off.
When I'm stopping in this liquor store.
These quasi-governmental people will always pretend that somehow they're friends with you. You're a fucking crackhead. They always pretend that somehow they're authoritative, but people are white and we're wearing suits. Hey, I look white and I'm dressed like a gangbanging nigga. What makes you think you should talk to me? What makes you think that's a good idea?
You didn't catch your first, you better.
Now, you notice all the government employees that met me sort of by accident have good things to say about me. And all these other idiots that blah, 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 blah stories that don't even match up. All the threats they say I made, I don't talk to these people. I don't speak because they're babbling in a foreign language. If I threaten you, it'll be in French, stupid. Yeah, Your Honor. Throws all of it out the window. He said something in French. When I asked him what he said, he said, I'll find out. Did any of them say that? No.
I'm trying to stop at the liquor store. Checking what they got us.
The people I do threaten don't survive, so I'm not worried about it.
The liquor store. And now I don't even drink no more.
I hate this song because that. I don't hate the creative expression. I don't even drink no more, but I'm still checking in this liquor store. Where we live, the liquor stores don't sell anything but liquor.
Even when I'm OT, my nigga, I run the dot.
How many government people you come to send sit in the kitchen with us, do drugs with us? Or sometimes they won't hit it at all. Okay, that's fine.
Tell every rapper in this motherfucking city that I run the dot. I run this bitch that track and fill. Race strikes like you're not the only one pack and still. Power couple stand on top of the hill.
I sell weed the way Shaq dealers sell crack. I don't give a fuck if it's broad. They give me the money. Transaction done with the cop standing there. What are you gonna do? Can't arrest all of us. Why aren't you investigating child pornography?
When I used to turn myself in with the ounce. If you from the blend, I never would be announced back in 04 when Galloway ran the house. I was spectate. Nigga, the celly was playing checkmate. Bleeding out of range, we used to give you niggas headspace. Run quite over to get you out on the next day. Blood on my hand, yo, bitch. That's how I get laid. Fucking with your shorty in my breeze like He-Man. Like Thomas and Trey can't do it like yes, we can. Nigga, we keep six. We can handle this like men or get us some T-shit. Set tripping niggas switching colors like beat sticks. The money that we put on you, whether you breathe or see shit. When they day ones, all I see is the snake ones. The cats that put work in
Now
their
something
pocket.
reach up with my fucking playlist. We don't stop with the cops roll. You see a cop get mad and you don't give a fuck that he's sitting there? You get mad to fucking do something. That's what I thought. Hey, you taking me in takes you off the road for a couple hours, don't it?
Bitch, that's to get that when I'm out on the block. If you fall, I suggest you get back and get knocked. You're getting money over here. I don't know what you got, cause the what I got is too big to fit in outside. I'ma hustle hard way before I came out the box. I'm in the spot all day, even when it gets hot. Only when you see po-po, everything stops. And when the yo go, then it's back over the top.
Almost 4 ounces.
I'ma get my proper reply. I'ma fight for the boss.
Oh, that's out of that. We swear we can stack them up on top of each other.
In the building, realize you hear guns pop. In this month, got clocks, time to pump so what? If you stand in the way of my bitch, get right. Better get that clientele, you did not. Ain't no motherfucking games, I get that. You know the shopping, ain't nothing changed. So that I roll it back. My homie stay buzz, throwing up fingers, sipping on some. We don't like strangers, dug in my.
Damn, son, where'd you find?
So magically, I've had a computer problem in 20 minutes now. All fucking day, I had to repeat that rhetoric twice with 2 different idiots.
Tell them that the squad's here. Give up on the plan.
Or you can keep it up and prove the point. You really want them to send in the warrant out on your IP address. And you think they don't? People get arrested in every fucking country in the world. Such a Toronto police ICP. Play the feeling dash while I jump a trillion hurdles. So we can't share tracks because we run in different circles. I've never crossed their paths. I have no idea.
Got so many bitches, I might give some to the neighbors. The realest in the business all filled with.
They don't give a fuck about guns, drugs, stolen cars, or any of that shit until it ties in somehow. And with organized crime groups, it does. Especially when you get into other countries. Somehow the sex offenders end up running the gangs and shit.
Every boss like a bullet in your brain will get spilled, and the chamber is filled to make the whack retire. The appetite for this nigga shit rapid fire. This your life's reminder. If you pass the wire, I'll blow up your flow sucker. You a massive liar, the assassin's higher. Put it up, they kill it. But wait, they suffer in a cupcake filling. Tie your ass up to the duct tape, stick it to your face so your face up some subway chicken. Hey yo, fuck a hook, straight bars and still make it sound tight. CRA, what a real one sound like. Cloud nine rappers hit them with a ground strike. On the one way, we giving them a round tonight. Vandal, the cold sweats and jail sandals. Simulating on this stupid railhead. With my hand on the hold the match and brought those slicks, don't feel grow up. That's all I need to grow up. But I gotta reach on with it. Joe can't notice when the smoke still go up. Cold nights like rock thermals, I'm nocturnal. Parole life, we hot pearls, the block's fertile. Hot kernels like SWAT circling crop circles. Shots burrow when a cop's not hot inferno. Crawl through the depths where they won't protect you. Check you with all due respect. Hey yo, fuck a hook, straight bars and still make it sound tight. Ain't spoke what a real one sound like. Cloud nine rappers hit them with a crown strike. On the one way, we giving them a round flight. Bitch, a lingerie cruising on my way to Scotland. James Harden rocking shot, going in, don't try to guard and beg your pardon. 2 gram, fuck your name, God's finest. Everything you drop commas, get your spot hardest. King Smith and they Smithful without a slot signage. I play chairs over ass beating like rock climbing. Fuck the clock, shit is over when I stop rhyming all day. I'm shutting down your slot time for pumping. It's bumping, just speed up, pots and jumping. Fuck about my trap.
Let me ask you something.
Half a bird again, probably rocking something. Rocking stuff like
Chair Girl 1 versus Chair Girl 2. Which one would you be? No front.
Close the trench with my co-defendants, hoping that they go to sentence. My whole squad mostly henchmen, like Jimmy semi-clip full of stencil, passing through like it's slow. Hey yo, smoke the hook, straight bars and still make it sound tight. T-grams, what a real one sound like. Cloud nine rappers hit them with a crown strike. On the one way, we giving them a round flight.
Batman, 20 shit in the back. Hey. And why just Batman 2019? Now we niggas like that shit made with them, man. Or we're dying. YG back in the tracks, my crack shit, splash on a stack. Niggas don't love you, that's a fact. Keep them back, no cheese. God bless me, no sneeze. Niggas see me and breeze. Shorty, no shit, he's got the strap, let's slap it. Moving like stack, never lack, just rack. Niggas in a box, no jack, no one need, never need a pack. Hey, niggas know me from north to the south. Never need no one, make my own club. Southside, reach apart, nigga, that's my road. Niggas selling drugs, man, I'm in a drove. They all know what I'm going.
Hey, it's 4:06 o'clock.
Shit's no meds, like a fuck on the red. Stay away from the feds on the streets, no bed. Hey, deep water, I drink, I'm slow, no sled. I swamp meat, head this day, I draft, bitch gave me hit, see my strap, they bled. Hey, I know they said I don't be shit when I was in the ditch. Now pussy, I'm rich, they low, don't switch, they solid one bitch. See the flick of the wrist, I'm awesome shit, talk shit, get hit, fake funk on me lit. I keep my stick, I let it flick just like a dick. I'm in his house like old Saint Nick. She want my dick, she know I'm sick. I ain't a crip, that crack, I nip, I hit his lip, be talking shit. Fuck his click and fuck his gang, I'll hit the 3 just like I'm dang. She wanna gang that booty, I bang. Oh my gang, the models bang, my shorty's bang. She loves when I sing, she feels the pain. I'm in the rain, hit a stain if the means getting paid. And this might click, you get it late. I'm in the trap, the cops to the raid. I got that work, you know it's a grade.
I wasn't expecting these ones to grow.
Just back, man, you know you're rocking, man. Wire in, you see me. Look behind the paint, man, you know you're rocking. You got the whole strip locked down, cuz. Hey. slug, gon' make a move slow. You know me, I'm all about my dough. Gotta make sure my boys gon' blow. They love my beat, they rate my flow. My neck is cold, it's 0 below.
60 to 80 km/h winds tonight.
My heat, I ain't talking about a stove. I'm in a trap, selling food, no fresh code. That nigga wants beef, my strap gon' blow. Every time I drop a track, my coke gon' grow. Made sure he told me, don't love a hoe. I should have known that she was right. Because of that, we really tight. I'll bust my strap if she gon' fight. Hoodie on, I'll ride at night. I'll show my might, never play. 40 with the beam and he inciting. I ain't missing, I ain't slipping, never tripping. Coke I'm whipping, check my waist, I'm really dripping. Packs I'm flipping, niggas talking, niggas stitching. Trigger finger really itch for fit. Niggas that want me dead. 9, I'll be a 2 in the head. These niggas run to God like Ned. Check my flag, it's really red. Married to the game, not newlywed. Niggas watch my every move. They just wanna see me lose. These niggas lost like blues. My flow is sick, it's off the blue. Hey, I make red, just call me Dempster's inner mouth, just like a denture. I am icy, looking fresher. Fuck that bitch, I'll never miss her. She respect me, call me Mr. Since she left, I acted better. Really wish I never met her. Pays these niggas like a letter.
So my new goal is to fill.
There's nothing you can do could make me run away from this clash, yeah. This clash, yeah. And every load he take and put the competition to the edge, yeah.
My new goal is to fill that jar with the tomatoes.
This clash, yeah. And every load he take and put the competition to the edge, yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1, the slack. Got 43 cents for the package. They get their views up and then they take an advantage. We kill it for the inside, baby. Miscarriage for the cabbage. Rest of the savage, get a bandage. Niggas couldn't manage. Suplex on the canvas. I'm Randy Savage. You know that's a work of art. Silhouette, my nigga slide when you wear the parts on parts. I can have that way. From the part out days and freezing with a clock that slave. Don't watch my age, just watch when I plot my case. I fought engaged. When niggas wouldn't watch them ways. I'm not amazed at y'all. Talking paid, there's chop for trade. That nigga, we just spot the place and drop the strays with this chat that I got in case. It's like a hurricane, that niggas gotta rock the place. So what my dudes now? It's like my dudes they've been doing now. When you start, get it like a U-Haul and move round. Kids got my music in class, burning the schools down. The demon killed Jesus, get some king of the Jews now. A shot blasted was blasphemous. Rip this piece off, Jesus wept from Nazareth. You getting money, we gon' tax them all. We can slap the back and point nigga like a racket ball.
So I can't get referred to a pain clinic. I can't get this is where I live. I can't get so
you niggas make the easy.
I live one block that way.
Niggas disrespecting her set, she get
I can't get referred to a blood clinic.
It's not TP. Bring a fucking 9 month, tell me to drink green tea. I gotta
can't seem to get referred to a dentist.
I got an AR in the hockey bag. See, that's the most basic. When I step up the matrix, try to give you a playlist. I put that on my handkerchief. I'm from a gang of Crips. Dodger Kong with a bang and off the banana clip. LL when a nigga down in cannabis. Worst out whenever they beating niggas on cameras. We transport weight, it's grams. On the scale top, your work looks strong enough to bribe or have your belt on it. Fuck consequence to go visit you with the bell cops. You're not home, I promise that you gon' see what that bell does. From the projects, then you gon' catch the concept. I'm double a second, the rock collapse you in the complex.
I'm going right when they laugh that way. There are 4.5 million aquaculture farmers in China. There are 8,500 convenience stores in Ontario. Things I learned today.
It's time for change. There's no justice for Tina Fontaine. There's no justice for Kofi. There's no justice.
No, it's to the point where they can nail down who did something and still end up letting them go.
The systemic oppression
results in hey, why don't you stop me?
It does not affect your privilege.
You can't stop him. I'm gonna play the odds, so you can't stop me and my people either. I'm sure there's more of us in SICKLY like that. And if it's not, we'll make it that
how
way.
it's okay to kill us off like animals. Injustice after injustice under the Queen's crown. The true North strong and free. Unless you are brown. And they're killing us. Listen, get it up. 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 It's time for change. Listen, get it up. And they're killing us. Listen, get it up. And they're killing us. Listen, get it up. And they're killing us. Listen, get it up. It's time for change. It is an absolute disgrace how they say this hate is not race-based. They're killing us. And yet they can find themselves not guilty when it concerns our faith. KRS-One said there could never be justice on stolen land. They're killing us. We need to come together because together we can stand strong.
That's the AK-47 in each fucking hand.
And stand up for what is right. We will protect the land, protect the water, protect the life. We hope and we pray that someday you can see the truth. No more stolen sisters. No more murdered youth.
Remember, I don't give a fuck. I'm a gang member. I'm Afro Dutch. Good back 500 years. So there's 400 years of a royal bloodline. And 50 years of this bullshit.
Listen, get it up. And they're killing us. Listen, get it up. And they're killing us. Listen, get it up. And they're killing us. Listen, get it up. It's time for change.
To put that in context, the Micmac killed a lot more British than ever killed Micmac.
At one time, the license was issued to kill my people. Just like we would be issuing the license to kill a moose or a deer or a caribou.
I know who I am. I know where I come
I'll
from.
dip you with the bottle and then yam the food, eh? Interpolate that. I know you hate that, but it's okay. You done to turn around and negatively rate that. It's all good because we only tilt and rate our ass. I don't give a fuck if you understand that. Coming through with something worse than a billion. Then go back and give a fuck about that. Yes, it's the dogs out here killing rats, and that's that. That's a fact. Everybody knows that. The graffiti on the wall fucking shows that. You need to read between the lines right on the wall. Fuck y'all. See you standing out here passing out box size and basketballs, and you got to all the come through and
Some say it's the choices you make and then you seal your fate. Either you're dead, one in the head, or in jail you pace. Reflection and regret in your force of fucking action. Cut off sin, ego in your love and your passion and cracks.
Japanese have smell-o-vision.
Down to nothing less. A chill of life patiently waiting for time of death. I made choices that have been good.
They had video cell phones in '94.
So you know that I'm glad. I'm proud to say I'm steady and my life is set. I live like there's no tomorrow and never hold regrets. So don't hold your breath. Yeah, I never hold regrets. Don't hold your breath. Yeah. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking
I don't know where I found this, but
I'ma
I found
make
this
it
yesterday
there
somewhere.
eventually. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'ma make it there eventually. These days I'm on empty, so don't.
That means people are still carrying around Canadian pennies. They're still carrying them around. They have to be dropping them on the floor.
I'ma make it there eventually.
There's no midnight tow truck.
On the right path, because if time is
You know what I'm
money,
talking about? You didn't study the Robert Munn. You're not gonna make it in this country.
Even when they're gone, the feeling lingers on.
Robert Munn
Before I know
and,
it, right to the break of dawn. We got this
I'm still looking for the
that won't let us stop.
paperback
Everywhere we go, we're always getting puffs. Anyone that's heard us know
I
we're going to
cleaned
the
up
top,
and then I heard
but
a
we're not
noise
there yet.
and no ball.
It's not a sure bet. No matter how this ends, I got no regrets. The first time I heard myself was on the
cassette.
net. People can't wait to see me on their TV sets. I got dreams of jets and feeding my family. Could this be preposterous? Thoughts about Grammys? What if it's not my fate, even though I flow uncanny? Am I supposed to force my way in? All guns blazing? Should I be selling drugs at the days in? Instead of brain versus at home on my days in? Now I'm in my living room pacing, joints and pacing. More than anything I want is for my wife. More than anything I want is for my family's life. To roll up a dice, I mean it's all the chance. So I stay my battle stance, when to take over the land. If you feel what I'm saying, please wave your hands. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking chat me. I'ma make it there eventually. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'ma make it there eventually. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'ma make it there eventually. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'ma make it there eventually.
I like the way the microphone looks upon this stand. I like the way the microphone feels inside my hand. It feels like I finally been let out of my cage. To this microphone, I begin to let out my rage. People coming up to me, they're trying to say, you can't be an MC, so move out the way. But I step up, cause I always stand my ground. I would take a fucking bullet for this life I have found. Yeah, the ecstasy I get when I'm about to spit is like what you get from the shaman in the derelict. I don't treat my rhymes like a whole treat's a trick. Another dollar from another fucking dick. I've opened up my mind and I learned to use my heart. But this world is like a kind of said it tearing me apart. But I'm like T-1000 molding back into one. Using this microphone like I'd use a gun. Shot so loud, heard from Newfoundland to BC. Flooding your mind with the wrecks from gangrene. Taking over this underground scene. People screaming out C-K-R-E-T. I know that I can make it if I only believe. Because living my life, it's like living a dream. I wake up tomorrow and things aren't what they seem. But I know that I can make it, I know that I'll succeed.
These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'ma make it there eventually. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'ma make it there eventually. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'ma make it there eventually. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'ma make it there eventually.
What I said, this was 5 or 6 ounces of milk. I gotta put some like styrofoam or something in there, just in case it does fill with water. It still won't go under. Because if it gets crushed, it's probably somewhere near land anyway. Worst case scenario, maybe the roots come growing out. I don't know. There's gotta be a way to do that. They won't all sprout it. They won't all. Keep it up. 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 Here, there's the other flag. I'm about to light the joint. You're supposed to wait till I light it. And that.
I'm a native today, I'll be a native.
They won't all sprout at the same time. They won't necessarily all sprout.
I rise and give thanks for this feeling on the daily. I'm blessed to be the enemy death. Look, my prayers and words, lay that nonsense the rest.
Ain't the type to break his bridge for the ones that wanna be saved, and I'm gonna be saved. I'm gonna put in work for all my peoples in the dirt, assuring you your death is worth something and no nothing. It's never gonna slow us down with the spirit of a warrior on the front line before what's not even supposed to stop us now. You better wait a second, fuck, wait a steady, ready for whatever comes our way. Molotov storm breaking out in flames, burn everything in sight, can't tame the beast in me. I'm insane, coming for the brain, cause the pain never ceases. Them up at night, until I see them cuts dropping. My motive is explosive to stop the intruders in the tracks, popping up my gas, staying straight, busting until them bodies dead. It ain't over till I lost his back, and that's a fact. Where you at? In the struggle, baby, stab is on the hustle. I'm gonna grab them by the face and wrap their mouth around my muzzle.
He goes a killer.
We ain't moving with shooting till every one of them die. so bad, so bad. Look what they doing, we doing, they on it, niggas leaving everything in ruins. We leaving rebels, even some rebels. I'm on the rise, and we
They called that pilot Cobra for a week, and then they tried changing their name. After calling her Cobra for a week, I don't remember the other name you tried telling us.
I shot bangs loud like a pistol. One bullet turn a nigga to a cripple. Brains not stable, body's not able.
I want to see the CF marching band do this one. And I've seen people hang turntables off their necks, but that's been done. It's easy to do. Musician, it's a job title. Oh yeah, you think the one thing you wouldn't have to worry about once you join the Army is finding a job. No, if you join the Army, then you have to go on their site and then apply to a job. Like it's, you get both. You get the most fucked up system in the world. Listen to the 9mm go back.
Controller. Niggas lying, see they riding in a hat. Till I run up on these niggas for a scotch. If I let it crack, he ain't never coming back. I was that broke, I ain't never going back. Take a walk on my block, it's haunted. Welcome to the block. Every nigga's boxed in, guns by the boxes, houses like trenches. 80-year-old men buying work with their pension. I remember running from detention, now running from the bullpen and the West detention. 24 cane chains looking like a lemon. Doing what is spitting crack, nigga, I got it. She want an escort, she an expert. No service, so she famous for the aspirate. She only shake it, she ain't no dancer. Booty hanging and it look like her back there. Pussy cat all black, color cancer. I'm fucking wide open, I don't need a password. Booty still smoking, ain't worried about cancer. Worried about drugs, guns, money, and
calling me a cobra, I'm just a general, defending my soldier. It's all work, and that shit like a controller. Niggas like this, calling me I'm just a general, defending my soldier. It's all work, and that shit like a controller. It's something like a controller. Me, I never hold it in the cells of the corner. The only love is to be blown up, but they get out. Yeah, run
Oh, that's gonna have on this is it. Yep. You're a noisy motherfucker for an animal that's supposed to have evolved to be stealthy. Why do you chew on paper, motherfucker? Oh, for fuck's sakes. You know what? Can I? Oh, let's set this down for a second. I need some more. Wow.
Welcome to Sophie & Co. I'm Sophie Shevard-Natze. Private military contractors are becoming increasingly relied on to wage wars across the globe. Who are these soldiers?
Fucking hell, what is going on here? How about 1,000, 2,000? We'll see what happens. You see why I'm reluctant to try switching to anything else?
Sophie and Co.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, no, you've got to be joking. Please keep bombarding the IP address. But what is it? Is it a minute to some particular time of day for your dumbass? Holy fuck, man. This is how you people spend your day. A complete waste of oxygen. Well, that doesn't line up with how many times I press the button at all. All 3-4 times there. That is a different number than what would correspond to what I press. It's an arrow combustion bottles and needles. You press like everywhere, it's a needle. You see them
and it's short. Stretch till they fight you, Mr. Keys in my city, got the keys in she's on the right
it's not funny now because we still run it.
Controller. Niggas lying, say they riding in a hat. Till I run up on these niggas for a scotch. If I let it clap, me ain't never coming clap. I was that broke, I ain't never going back.
That's the other thing. I didn't interrupt you. I just set it down.
Every nigga's box, dug by the boxes, houses like trenches. 80-year-old men buying wood with their pension. I remember running from detention, now running from the bullpen and the West detention. 24K chains looking like a lemon. Doing what is getting crack, nigga, I sell it. She wanna export, she an expert. Larry Cyrus, how she famous for the aspirate. She only shake it, she ain't no dancer. Booty hanging and it look like her back there. Pussy cat all black, color cancer. I'm busting wide open, I don't need a password. Booty still smoking, ain't worried about cancer. Worry about drugs, guns, money, and slime.
Calling me a cobra, I'm just a general, depending on my soldier. It's all the work, and that shit like a controller. Niggas like this, calling me me, I'm just a general, depending on my soldier. It's all the work, and that shit like a controller. Yeah, the work is something like a stroller. Me, I like a hole in it, it's a little donor. The only love is to get down, but they get down. Yeah, run down.
Back of the fucking backpack. Free up, it's time to re-up, and get back to the block. Shit, you get boxed, yeah, you don't.
Couldn't afford it. My baby's got the spirit, it's brilliant and gorgeous. Oh yes, the self-defense endorsement. Always a quiet when she about to load it, hold it. It's the more about to load it. Oh shit, and the whole body will support it. Now go ahead, le dicen no le mija, come on now, go ahead.
clap back, give them a standing ovation. Gotta tear the shit down to rebuild all of our nations. We do it on the track, we could do it on the record. Got killers on the team, we could take all of the pressure. Siempre se cobra, aquí no se presta y aquí no se regala. Cada vez que nos sobras, la deuda se paga. Cada vez que nos sobras, la deuda se paga. Cada vez como ves. Clap back, with my people at, we got to clap back. With my rasta at, we got to clap back. With my natives at, we got to clap back, clap back.
So rodents don't like to come away from the wall too far. They teach you that in food and storing food and stuff in warehouses, you leave a space between the skids and between the wall. You don't just line them, you don't just pack them as close together as you can. And it makes it less likely for the rats to want to come away from the wall.
You heard about me, word of mouth, bringing heat from the south.
Mice like to have little things that they can
somehow I
leave
did it
places as
without no
markers.
role
And it makes
models. I had
sense
no
because they
one to
probably
follow.
can't see
Only
too
got my
well in
shit
the
together
daylight
when I
outside.
put down the bottle. And all my
These
people
ones
with
that
it,
live inside
protecting the
houses and shit.
spirit, strength in the struggle. Now holler if you feel it, feel it. Said
We don't have a
holler
wild
if you feel
population of
it.
field
One more
mice
time,
already.
one more time.
We got deer, coyotes.
With my people at, we got to
I'm making this shit up.
with my rasta at, we got to clap back. With my natives at, we got to clap back, clap back.
We did the small dog warnings here aren't about the wind. The 119 kilometer an hour gust notwithstanding. It's about the coyotes. Tear that shit up. I never see these things because even when I don't have a dog with me, I smell like somebody that would have a dog. Animals are weird. This one's actually phone cord, I think.
Xavier.
Find this shit out. I think I gotta find some. Well, I don't spend money on that shit. You write my name and your wall and your marker, and I'll still take care of it that it lasts long. We're all spread upside down.
Down in my boxes, ASAP, rock in. I handle all of y'all problems. I've been down and out, I'm on top and out with Gucci, Polo, movies, low, it's your hoe like oh no, she go low. I've been running around in six, nigga, running around saying rich, nigga, spitting shit, figure that a nigga could be slanging scripts, trying to get the 6 figures, the 6 nigga. Once I get a little bigger, I'ma hit the script, nigga. Got 100 grams of rubber bands, I bag it up, I'm going hit the script, nigga.
What's the legal definition of pepper steak? That tin was marked USA and it tastes different. It tastes different. I'm not hating. I can't eat American canned meat, anything source meat at all. It tastes funny. It tastes so funny. That shit says pepper steak. You went to a restaurant. Doesn't that sound like something that costs money?
Yeah, that's right. Let's go. Hey mama, don't shit and raise on Twitter. Follow me just like a fan on Twitter. You know, I'm get my mouth just like a fair rich child. So if you with me, get your goddamn man. Yeah.
Yeah. Moulette yo genzel, concours ange, yo dessiné pour le monde, quoi. C'est comme ça, oui, bah yo fait.
Them bullets fly by, when bullets fly by. What you gon' do when them bullets fly by? When bullets fly by, when bullets fly by. What you gon' do when them bullets fly?
Yeah. Moulette yo genzel, concours ange, yo dessiné pour le monde, quoi. C'est comme ça, oui, bah yo fait.
When bullets fly by, when bullets fly by. What you gon' do when them bullets fly by? When bullets fly by, when bullets fly by. What you gon' do when them bullets fly by? What you gon' do when them bullets fly by? What you gon' do when them bullets fly by? What you gon' do when them bullets fly by? What you gon' do when them bullets fly by? Pop, pop when you hear the Glock. Love down, nigga, cause I'm in the spot. Give it up, nigga, you might get shot. I'm the hot shot, so you gonna get shot. Any nigga out here might feel the pop. My 9mm gonna make you drop. I talk about my 9 cause the shit's so hot. When shit goes down, he's ready to pop. He's stressed out.
He's throwing out all the stupid little hidden shit I got here so they can feel like they're hiding. I want them to think this whole place is a mouse cage.
I'm a nigga with attitude, so fuck you.
The plan was to trick him into the cage. That worked. Too small. Yeah. What you gonna do? Climbing over top of everything, looking at me as he's walking. He's testing me to see if I'm gonna do anything to try and hurt him.
What you gonna do when the bullets fly by? What you gonna do when the bullets fly by? What you
I think he's lived most of his life in the house.
Like a goose or snitch to the cops. Bullets fly by like a breeze in the summer. Cold dog set FGLCTE, RIP, and KSP, HOPS, HOPS, yeah, it's me. I let my bullets fly high. Shooting at you niggas like kites in the sky. Blue beams, I'm killing this rap shit. So what you gonna do when my bullets fly by? When bullets fly by, when bullets fly by. What you gonna do when them bullets fly by? When bullets fly by, when bullets fly by. What you gonna do when them bullets fly by? What you gonna do when them bullets fly by? What you gonna do when them bullets fly by? What you gonna do when them bullets fly by? What you gonna do when them bullets fly by?
Yo, clique caca. Come cá pra fazer caca, yo.
Everyday niggas talking shit.
You're too fat. Come here. He's right there. Come here.
They couldn't just start SICKLY, you know?
Free up the youth, them.
See?
Free sick, free kilo, free Josh, free OG. Go.
Hard leg Logan. Bodies DBS. All black on my clothing.
I got him eating where I want him to eat.
That's how we rolled in. Pull it to you. Have you come to let the rolls in. But you in your mouth. Taking out your gold in. Put it to your next man. Now it's not frozen. Now I'm dipping in the stolen, creeping in, I'm scoping. I see him leave him open. Big large hunters, no poking. Pop out the big, your head's open. Now you're floating. The body stays fit in the ocean. Cruising with some deadly fish, so your body ain't exposing. The DBS I was chosen, and so I hunt for the golden. I make watch, don't care if it's stolen. But pop if you owe him. The black flag always holds him. 5 DB we rolling. 10 guns we be holding. 2 each so we rolling. The headshot so you don't spin.
Is there not enough water in there? Is there any way of throwing
Niggas not trying to see me with the DBS. Cause you know the niggas I'm with, get it poppin'. Strap on my waist, you can tell by how I'm walking. Back left, good lives right in the coffin. I remember I almost got caught slipping shit, had me tripping. On the block I'm sitting, call it camping. My niggas had me snapping. Now I'm sitting here, plotting on my enemy. Had to get my own strap, niggas didn't fend for me. A fat blunt and some Hennessy. just to level me. This beat sounds heartfelt. Big bullets make the biggest niggas melt. That's a yes, nigga. Up top, nigga. Bam. Every nigga I roll with come scavenging somebody strapped to the beat. So mad at the caliber. Deal with you right. Ain't no getting back at us. Do what I got it, then I'm dipping in the Avenger. Back to the bricks, do in the usual way. Felt like he was trying to hide, so I had to shoot a few. Gotta expect it, you know how down bottom shooters do. Cutting gloves and each hoodie, black socks fitted all black. I'm about to get down on my business. Deal with them other ones, no need for a witness. Hand me the ratchet, call me Mr. Fix It. Learn from my bro, no need for shooting if you miss it. Stop complaining, every day is a gift. Every day enough, and got myself in the kitchen. Beans everywhere, pots whipping. I wanna move bricks, but that nigga hate pitch. The strap I got on my waist stays kicking, and I be trained so I aim with precision. Hit him in his six pack, give him about 6 flat, and it's a rip rap. Nigga believe that's done. 3-2 and it only costs a G stat. Something like it's only half of the re-and. Double lemon DBS, know that we bang, know that we bang. Bam, bam, bam. Get it in the G.O. everywhere that we go. Niggas know how we roll, deeper than the motherfucker. Before I let the heat blow, sleeping on you motherfuckers, just to let you know I ain't sleeping on you, let you know that I'm ready and I'm firing. When I come through, nigga, don't be hiding. If I get caught, toss the Glock, then I'm lying. Don't claim it's on, then slowly be dying. You can find me in the story riding. If I'm strapped up, best believe it's on the waist. When we strapped up, put the strap in your face. I was on the block, posted up front page, trying to get guap in every other way, still trying to get guap, looking for a better day. Mommy's on my back cause she heard I'm getting paid, but what can I say? Mommy knows that I'm safe. I either got the flipping or the pimping on my way. Fuck snitching on my niggas, I'd rather get the case. That's why my niggas got trapped on this same day. Rest in peace to my niggas CNG, plus free all my niggas locked struggling in the cage. Shout out, PM, Black Movement.
Come here. You're too fat to get under the door. I made you too fat. Oh shit.
Yeah, my name is Riley, son. But you know, niggas call me AKA Riley Escobar. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in the street.
Used right across the country. Is that the way it works? Yeah, so as we make as we go through clinical trials, we'll be getting a lot of
I'm hoping you like it, you would not make it, and I'm not hating. I see the future. That's so
to see about the flying vaccine in Canada, and of course we're committed to providing every Canadian with a dose who wants it. With the vaccines rolling out in Canada, I mean, it's great that we already have approved vaccines that are effective. Personally, I'm hoping that every Canadian has access to a vaccine before Christmas. But we're in a pretty dynamic environment, so I'm sure you've probably heard the virus has infected so many people that it's evolving, changing. We have these new variants of the virus, variants that can spread more easily, that are proving to be more deadly. And most importantly, they seem to evade the protection of the first generation vaccine. So we're really looking, we think our vaccine can really play a role in protecting against these variants. And I guess the other thing about a DNA vaccine that could be different than an RNA vaccine, we expect to have much longer term protection. Because we're stimulating what's called a T-cell response. And T-cell responses are really important for durable long-term immunity. In fact, there are patients or individuals who are infected with SARS-1, 18 years later, who still have T cells, circulating around their bloodstream that recognize that virus and protect them. So
how do you know that when they fucking
against the variants? And now, obviously we're looking at vaccinating a global population, 8 billion people, maybe 16 billion doses. It's going to take a lot of approved vaccines.
It's going to take a lot of money, ain't it?
Vaccines with properties like stability in a regular fridge and be able to ship, into rural areas.
No doubt about it. Professor Lewis, thank you very much for the work that you're doing in Canada.
Chuck,
I wish you all the best. I know that we'll stay in touch with you, and lots of luck in the trials that are about to commence in this country. Professor John Lewis at the University of Alberta. In a moment, a fresh Canadian common sense and your calls on Charles Adler tonight.
No, see, there was
Thursdays on W Network. Newly single, professional photographer, used to be fun. I'm still fun. Punky Brewster is putting her own spin on being a grown-up. Can't stop.
Not the water, the aftertaste of the water.
Or at least grown-up-ish.
Holy macanoli.
Raising 3 kids on my own, I'm barely keeping it together.
We're still a family. We just look a little different.
Punky Brewster, all new, Thursdays on W, or stream the entire season now, exclusively through Stat TV.
Oh, don't take it.
The Jaguar Impeccable Timing Sales Event is on now, which means it's the perfect time to enjoy exceptional offers on Jaguar vehicles, including the award-winning F-Pace Performance SUV and the...
Is that the Land Rover? Tell us about how sophisticated the Land Rover Defender is, bro. It's a brick with wheels and a motor at one end. What's to do with this? It's a brick with wheels and an engine. It's a brick with wheels and an engine.
Incentivize farmers and landowners to increase and measure soil organic carbon,
getting angry.
reduce greenhouse gas emissions,
Pedo mob is
and
getting angry.
improve
Oh, angry pedophiles everywhere. Angry pedophiles are going to get us. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so